Today we're going to talk about what to do if your car starts up but doesn't move when you put it in gear. If the car starts but refuses to drive, there are several potential causes and fixes to consider. The number one cause is low automatic transmission fluid. The first step is to check the transmission fluid level. The process can vary depending on the make and model of the car. Some require the fluid to be checked while the car is cold, while others need the engine warmed up. Additionally, some vehicles require the car to be in park, while others need it in drive to get an accurate reading. To check the fluid, pop the hood, locate the transmission dipstick, pull it out, wipe it clean, then reinsert it and pull it out again. Look for fluid on the dipstick. Even if the fluid doesn't match the exact markings on the stick, there should be at least a little bit visible. If the dipstick shows no fluid at all, this indicates an issue, and you'll need to add more transmission fluid. If the transmission fluid is low, make sure to Google your car's specific fluid requirements, as different vehicles use different types. Also, look up the proper procedure for checking the fluid, as some cars need to be warmed up for an accurate reading. Once you know the correct type and amount, add it in. Low transmission fluid is the number one cause of a car that starts but won't move, and it's a fairly common issue. If the fluid level is fine and you're still having trouble, the next possibility is bad linkage. The linkage connects the gear shifter to the transmission, allowing you to change gears. If the linkage becomes loose, detached, or damaged in some way, it can prevent the transmission from engaging properly. Check the feel of the shifter. If it's loose or feels off, there might be an issue with the linkage. You can also go underneath the car to inspect the shift linkage for any visible problems. So, if the transmission fluid is good, the next thing to check would be the gear linkage. Another possible issue is a broken axle. If the CV axle or rear axle has a damaged U-joint or something else fails, it can prevent power from transferring from the transmission to the tires. In this case, you would likely hear a loud noise when it happens. While it's not extremely common, it can occur from time to time. So, the next thing to check would be whether the CV axle or drive shaft is broken. The final possibility is that the transmission itself has failed. If the gears inside the transmission wear out or break, it can cause the entire system to stop working. When you shift into gear, the car simply won't move. At this point, it's important to get a professional diagnosis, as replacing a transmission can be very expensive, both in parts and labor. So, make sure to get expert advice before proceeding. This would be the last thing to check, whether the transmission has failed. That's all for today. I just wanted to cover some of the main causes and solutions if your car starts but won't move. If you have any additional tips or questions, feel free to comment below. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and have a great day.